friends, it's me, your favorite sick YouTuber. End my existence. I can't stand being sick. But anyways, today's video is pretty interesting because I found out a lot of things that I didn't know before. Apparently, a lot of weird things are banned in school. Things that are most likely okay in your school, but not in some schools. So a bill passed in a Tennessee school making holding hands illegal, banned, not allowed. They described holding hands as a gateway sexual activity. So they are firing teachers for even demonstrating the action. So if a teacher shows holding hands, what, in like a book or story in like English class? What if you do in a group activity? No, it's not allowed. Don't hold hands.
Because you will get pregnant and die.
Just don't do it. I wonder if somebody's gotten suspended for this yet. Like, I held Julie's hand and I got kicked out of the 3rd grade. That's actually wild. My mother came over and made some fancy lemon water for me. All you have to do is put lemon and water together and bam, there you go. Lemon water. We a DIY channel too. A school in Ohio banned black makeup. I had a goth phase, so I feel personally attacked. But basically, a 13-year-old boy was sent home because he was wearing black lipstick, black eye makeup, and black nail polish. He must listen to Marilyn Manson
And worship the devil.
So the school is obviously gonna use their excuse. No extremely distracting makeup. Yeah, it's always that. It's like you can never wear tank tops because your shoulders are distracting to boys. It's kind of dumb. Makeup isn't distracting. But if the girl that sits in front of you got a fat booty, that's distracting. But you can't really do anything about that. What if the teacher got a big booty? What if she was Big Booty Judy? I just found out about this today and I was like, why is this banned? Red ink. Teachers are not allowed to use red ink in a lot of schools now. This is what it says. In the UK, schools have banned their teachers from using red ink to mark students' incorrect answers because it is considered too upsetting for students. Red is considered to be a very negative color. Just start feeding everybody soy milk too. The teachers now use emotionally neutral black or blue ink and are encouraged to write several positive comments about every piece of work turned in. That's gonna be fun when they graduate and then they get hired and then they have a boss and then can't deal with constructive criticism. Like, that's horrible. I mean, I understand, like, some teachers are very harsh, but come on, you gotta prepare them for the real world. Billy got all of these answers wrong. How is the teacher supposed to write several positive comments when Billy failed the entire test? Like, Billy, you failed this test, but that's okay because maybe one day you'll be a pro Fortnite streamer. It's funny because it'll never happen. This is so dumb. The word meep, M-E-E-P, meep, was banned in a Massachusetts high school because entire classrooms kept meeping. So the principal threatened to suspend any child caught saying meep. Wow, that's pretty excessive for a word. It's not even a bad word. It's just an annoying word. Especially if everybody's gonna say meep, 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 meep. Dodgeball. They finally banned dodgeball. I guess that's a good thing because dodgeball was scary if you were on the side that's getting hit by the balls. I mean, this is like really like a one-sided game, right? One side has the balls and then they just throw it at the other side and they have nothing to defend themselves. Or does the other side get balls too? It's just a very aggressive game. This is actually traumatizing now that I think about it, but when I was in school, we played dodgeball in PE in elementary school. And basically the teacher would pick 2 random people and they would be the team leaders and they would pick who they want on their team. So you know what I mean? Little Miss Popular. That was a joke. I'll be like one of the last to get picked. And it was sad because I was actually like good at sports. You know, there's some people that give the balls and some people that take the balls. I was the one that gave the balls. I didn't take no balls. I did hit somebody in the head once though. And I had to sit out of PE. Literally, why? The whole point of dodgeball is to hit people. But I hit somebody a little too hard on their head and I had to sit out. For real? Fix your game. Another thing that's illegal, hugging. So it's not just that only one school, but it's like a spreading trend making hugging not allowed in school. So a bunch of schools in Portland and Florida, damn, all the way back in 2010, I was in school in 2010, but I wasn't in Florida, but they were banning hugging for the same reasons, respecting personal space and unsuitable interactions between students. What is an unsuitable interaction, man? It's like, I like my friend, I want to hug him, I want to say goodbye, or I'm like, hello friend, Can you hug yourself? This just seems insane to me. Unless you're at like a super strict private school. I mean, I guess hugging the opposite sex is like iffy. I could understand that, but I feel like that makes people grow up to be like distant and hateful, just like without human interaction. That's kind of sad. Cause I used to hug my friends all the time. Oh, funny story for you guys. So I had a friend in high school, he was gay. Everybody hugs everybody at the end of the day. So I was standing outside waiting for my parents to come pick me up. It's usually just my mom, but my dad came this time. And as my parents drove up to me, my friend hugged me and he was a boy. Oh no, my dad literally wanted to kill him. He went bananas in the car when I walked in. He started yelling at me. He started screaming at me and my brother. He was like, how could you let a boy hug her? I'm like, oh my God, this guy's my friend and he's gay. It's like, who cares? He's like, this is how it starts. This is how what starts? A beautiful friendship? My dad is insane. There is a school in New York that banned bikes. What? You would think they would encourage riding bikes. You know, it's healthy, it's good for the environment, it's not hurting anybody. But they banned bikes and skateboards. How are some kids supposed to get to school then? Are they supposed to walk? Y'all want them to Uber? Why is it illegal for them to have bikes? That makes no sense to me. It was only one school though, but still, it makes no sense to me. Unless it was like a theft issue where other kids were always stealing other kids' bikes. You know, almost everybody who goes to school carries a backpack, but school in Michigan doesn't allow bags in the classroom at all. So you're just supposed to keep everything in your locker. You're not allowed to carry your bags around. I mean, I get it. You could hide things in there. You could smuggle things in there. I know it's a safety issue. Is it a little extreme? Yes, but at least they give you like ample time to like go to your locker in between all the classes to get what you need and then go. I mean, I never really carried a backpack since like middle school. You know, I went most of high school and all of college without ever buying a textbook. Life hacks. No, but for real though, they're expensive, they're heavy. I didn't want to. So whenever I needed one, I would either look at it with my neighbor when we needed it in class, or you know, they had extra and I would borrow them. And then if I ever had homework that was on the textbook, I would just stay after school for a little bit, go to the library, do all my homework, and then go home. And I never had homework. I would always say like half an hour after school every single day just to do my homework, just so I never had homework at home. This school in Massachusetts tried to ban bake sales, not because somebody could have, you know, put some special ingredients inside the mini pecan pies, but because of their lack of nutrition, because they're not good for you. There's too much sugar, there's too much calories, I am on a diet. We skinny moms gotta ban bake sales. Well, why would you ban them? Like, it raises money for the school or activities or whatever. Like, just because a cookie is too much calories for you, Janice, doesn't mean you have to ruin it for the rest of us. That's honestly just rude. Of course, I think we all know this now, that yoga pants were banned in several schools. Literally the most comfortable pants in the world. Banned because, surprise, surprise, they're distracting. So you can't wear yoga pants unless you have a shirt that's longer and then covers your butt. Silly bands? Really? You know those colorful rubber bracelets that everyone used to have? So again, they are a distraction in the classroom and should not be permitted. Oh my God. Sarah has got a fine wrist of silly bands. Oh my God, is that a turquoise? Oh, I've never seen that one before. Okay, I gotta concentrate. There's a green one too. That lavender. God damn it, I can't focus with all these silly bands on your wrist, Sarah. Bruh, is this for real? But you know what's funny? Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Pokemon cards, Beyblades, those used to be banned at my school growing up. Why? I don't know. That's why teachers will always take mine. It wasn't an issue until I think I was the one that made it an issue, because I was the one that kept bringing mine and trading it. I brought my Beyblades arena and I let it rip. If you don't know what Beyblades are,
Beyblade, let it rip!
If you guys thought any of those were wild, best friends are banned at a few schools in the UK. You can't have a best friend. No BFF, no best friend. You can't let the other children feel left out. You know, if Sarah's got a best friend, and Amy has a best friend, and Geraldine has a best friend, I don't have a best friend. Ban best friends. Illegal. It's supposed to be mindful to the other children. You know, I feel like I would have appreciated that. Okay, so before Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, we had MySpace. And MySpace, you would have your top 5 friends, top 10 friends, as much friends as you had. You know, you could like show them off on your page. So imagine your Instagram, instead of having your pictures on the front page, you have your top friends. And the person that was number 1 was your best friend. You know what I did? I had a band. I had a band as my number 1 because nobody else had me as their number 1. So my best best friend wasn't really my best friend because she had somebody else as her number one on MySpace. It wasn't me. So like I couldn't put her as my number one. This is actually so rude. I've had people steal my best friends twice in school. Oh, I should do a story about this. Let's do a story time one day, okay? Leave a like if you guys want that. Like the good old days, I'll sit in my car and vent everything. Spill all that tea. Speaking of tea, milk is banned. Okay, not speaking of tea, but whatever. So, I don't know, milk was always like such a staple in school lunches. You know, you got chocolate milk, you got regular milk, and if you really lucky and you come to lunch early, you get in the line early, they got strawberry milk, which was my favorite. But now, a group of doctors want milk off the menu entirely. So a vegan group is pushing a petition to get rid of milk in schools due to it being high in sugar, high in fat, and high in animal protein. Milk is tasty. And what are you gonna eat your Lucky Charms with? Almond milk? I mean, almond milk is just as good as regular milk. Don't get me wrong, I do love my dairy, but I don't think milk is what's causing obesity, okay? There are so many other high calorie foods that you can get rid of besides milk. But anyways, that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button in the face if you want a part 2 and an epic story time about my high school adventures. And make sure you subscribe to join the Wolf Pack. Oh, I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.